here coming to you from my kitchen today. So I'm going to demonstrate today how to make crepes. This is a great recipe. Again, might not have a whole lot of ingredients at home, but these are probably ingredients that you have at home. And Sunday was always big breakfast day in my house when I was growing up. So this is a recipe that you can make for breakfast. But crepes are nice because they can be sweet or they can be savory. So you can make this for breakfast, or you could make this for dinner tonight and put some savory fillings in it. So we're going to start off by measuring our ingredients. We're going to start off with our flour, half a cup of flour. Now, when it comes to measuring our flour, we're going to use a dry measuring cup. And we want to lightly spoon flour into our measuring cup. We just don't want to take your measuring cup and just scoop right into your flour, because then you can end up getting more flour than you actually need, because your flour is going to get compacted into your measuring cup. This is why some recipes call for sifted flour. That's just kind of breaking up any of those kind of chunks, those big pieces, kind of aerates that flour for you. So I'm just going to take my regular old spoon, and I'm going to lightly spoon my flour into my measuring cup. When we're measuring our dry ingredients, we want to heap, level, and empty. So meaning heap here, if you see look at my measuring cup, I have like a little mountain of flour up on the top. We want to take that off. Now at this point, having that heaping cup, that tells me that my entire measuring cup is full of my flour, which is what I want, okay? It's asking for half a cup of flour, so this tells me I have half a cup. But this extra flour on the top, that's extra that we don't want in our recipe. Sometimes your recipe will call for a heaping cup of whatever, chocolate chips, oatmeal, whatever. Then you can leave that top on. In our case, we're going to take that off. So I'm going to be using just my butter knife as my metal spatula. So I'm just going to run this along the top, and I would get my nice level top, and I'm going to put that into my measuring cup. Now, I'm actually going to be I'm gluten-free, so I already have my gluten-free flour measured. So that's going to go into my mixing bowl. Next is your egg. Now, think about the color of our eggshell versus the color of our flour. We don't want to crack our egg directly into our flour because we might, let's say we crack the egg and we get some shell in here, we can't see it because it's the same color. So we're going to crack the egg into a separate bowl. Okay, and that's going to go into my flour mixture. Now, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to whisk this together. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to preheat my pan because we want to get that nice and warm for when we are ready to mix these. And this is a pretty quick to come together recipe, so this won't take very long at all. Okay, so there's that. Now, next we're going to add milk. So we're going to use 1/4 cup of milk. Now I'm going to switch over to my liquid measuring cup for this one. 2 things we want to remember when we're measuring with our liquid measuring cup: flat level surface and get down to eye level. So I'm going to get down to eye level, and we're going to measure 1/4 cup. So there's my milk. So that goes into my mixture. And then I have my water as well. 1/4 cup of water goes into here as well. All that. So we're going to mix that all together. Now we're going to do more of a sweet crepe here. So I'm going to add a little splash of vanilla. I'll be honest, I usually don't measure vanilla. I usually just do a splash here and there. So we're going to mix that together. Okay. Break up your bits of your flour. And last of our ingredients that we're going to add is going to be melted butter. Now, 1 tablespoon of butter. If you have sticks of butter at home, if you look at the side, it's going to give you tablespoons. So all that you have to do is just cut along those lines. So it's not that you have to take your butter and put it into a measuring spoon, a measuring cup. It's already measured for you on the sides. You just have to cut those. Now I melted it, putting it in a microwave safe bowl. No metal in the microwave, so don't put it in a metal mixing bowl. I just have a glass one here. Cover it with a paper towel. Do about 10 to 15 seconds at a time. Check on it. What tends to happen if you put butter in the microwave too long, it kind of pops and it makes a mess all over the inside of your microwave. So we don't want to do that. So just put a paper towel over that. So that's going to go into my mixture. Get my rubber scraper to make sure I get all that out. And again, while I'm doing this, I have my pan, my saucepan. Non-stick is gonna work best here because we don't want these to stick. Essentially what a crepe is just a pancake. It's just a thin pancake. So just a frying pan, a griddle, something like that. Okay, so that is all mixed together. That is all incorporated. Take a little bit of your nonstick spray, a couple sprays here. And get a 1/4 of a cup measuring cup. Okay, just a 1/4 of a cup dry measuring cup. And so my pan should be ready. Just do a 1/4 of a cup of your mix at a time. We're gonna put this into your pan. Okay, and we're hearing that sizzling, so that's good. Now the trick with crepes is that you want to take your pan and we're gonna do a circular motion. Oops. A little bit of a flop. We're going to do a circular motion with your pan to kind of flatten out your batter. Okay, this one was a little bit of a flop. We all make those mistakes. So let's get a plate. Let's get rid of that one. So I think I used a little bit too much spray here. Okay. So let's take 2 with that. So again, 1/4 of a cup of your mixture into your pan, right in the center. And again, we take out your pan and we're going to do a circular motion. There we go, this one's much better. Okay, so again, we want a really thin pancake here, so we're going to do a circular motion. We're going to try to stretch out. What you've essentially made here is a batter, just a flour and liquid mixture, so we're going to stretch that out and try to get that to cover as much of our pan as we can and to really try to get this as thin as we can. So that's going to take about 2 minutes to cook, and we're just going to take about 2 minutes on that side. I will get a plate while that's cooking. Now, while this is cooking, let's talk about our fillings for our crepes. So it could be something very simple. Again, it's essentially a pancake, so you could just do maple syrup. You could fill it with bananas, strawberries, any really type of berries, Nutella, peaches, spiced apples. Top it with Nutella, whipped cream, peanut butter, honey. So really the sky's the limit when it comes to your sweet fillings. Savory fillings as well. Could be ham, could do ham and cheese, could do salmon, could do chicken, could do vegetables. So really, it's really going to take the kind of taste of whatever you're putting inside of it. And that's what's really great about crepes is that we can really do a lot with them. So about 2 minutes on one side, so I'm going to flip mine over. And if we flip over, I know it's kind of difficult to see, but I have a nice golden brown color here. Okay, not going to cook very long on the other side because these are so thin, so we're just going to give it a little time with that. Now, as I said, crepes are essentially just a pancake. Pancakes are one thing that you can see all across the world. This is a recipe I do in my international foods class, so shout out to my international foods kiddos. Different parts of the world you can go and find essentially what a pancake is to us, but it might go by a different name. There's obviously potato pancakes, which we see around here, but there's Dutch babies, there are blinis, and again, just all essentially the same thing. Ingredients might vary a little bit, but it's same kind of cooking style, same kind of basic thing. Dumplings are like that as well. If we want to think about our international food, a lot of different cultures, countries have different forms of dumplings, and it's essentially the same kind of thing. Okay, so we have a nice golden brown here. Okay, so I'm done with that, so I'm going to put this on my plate. Now, so we have our final finished product for our crepe here. Now, we could put a filling in here, and we could roll it. You could roll it up, okay? Or you could just kind of fold it over itself. Now, I'm going to I have just some chocolate syrup. So maybe not the healthiest, but it tastes good, okay? I'm just going to do a drizzle of chocolate syrup over the top. I can just eat it just like this, maybe some whipped cream on it, some strawberries, blueberries, whatever, and there is your crepes, Okay, so again, easy recipe. You saw how long it took me to do everything quick to get this around. Ingredients that you probably have at home. Can have it for breakfast, can have it for lunch, can have it for dinner, whenever. Okay, so I will put the recipe in the description for this video. If any of my students, if you make this at home, I would love to see pictures of it. And again, if you're making anything at home, please send me your pictures. I want to see what you're doing. So I hope you enjoyed this. Happy cooking at home, happy baking, whatever you're doing at home. And as always, be good, be nice, be kind. We'll see you soon, folks. Bye.